what I want to try and establish as I'm working this deadwood is I want to establish a contrast. I want to see the interior grains on some pieces, but I want to see those right next to smoother grains so that you see where the branch broke and where the branch naturally deteriorated. And that's how we form that duality of all deadwood. You have smooth next to textured. Those two stories kind of talk about the branch that existed, the branch that broke or deteriorated, and that's how that deadwood evolved. So I'm going to try to accomplish that through each piece that we work. Guts of the deadwood, and you can see the red heartwood that's formed. I want penetration into that interior piece, but you can see if you just cut off a piece of deadwood and you stop working with these tips, these junctions right here, where this major branch turns into finer ramification, this forms the very best and most interesting. You can see how the tissue ties together here, changes direction here, the grain starts to twist and interact, and that forms a really beautiful tip. So if I just cut this off, and even though it seems insignificant to work from this point, you never know what this piece is gonna give you when you dive into this interior. So for deadwood work, there's no reason to try and make it more efficient. This is a big part of the character of a juniper. Give yourself every chance to explore and create those opportunities where that tissue gives you that interest. Now that this is all dead here, we have a little dead piece of shari along this portion that we're going to make our apical region and pull back over here. That further pushes the living vein over really close to and connecting to this swollen piece that runs right down this trunk and runs right around these two pieces of this dead piece of shari right here. So we're really seeing a major reduction in the amount of living tissue and the amount of bark, and seeing a tremendous expansion of the deadwood. I want to give this a little bit more space here. I don't want to get right up against that live vein because we do have a lot more sap flow coming here, and I'll let it naturally recede. But we'll take this as far as we feel comfortable and really close down that proximity to get as close to this as possible. So I'm just right now trying to find where it's naturally dead and where I can reduce to with the living tissue.